Today, we're looking at a really unusual set of sources. Our mission, essentially, is to unpack this story about a young guy, Brian, only 19. It covers his struggles with insomnia, yes, but also gets into this bizarre, very secret retail product. It's quite a story.
It really is. And what's interesting is how these sources use this, well, frankly, this fictional extreme scenario, a new convenience store snack gone wrong, to talk about real issues. Things like burnout in retail, how companies control information, and the weird consequences when things aren't tested, specifically in this Tallahassee setting.
Right. And one detail that jumps out early is Brian's insomnia. Started when he was just 14. Yeah. But his reaction wasn't, typical panic. He'd clean.
Yeah, displacement activity, psychologists might call it. Cleaning baseboards, reorganizing cupboards.
He turned that stress into something, productive, oddly enough. A need for control, maybe. Exactly. Which makes sense, because fast forward to 19, and his life feels pretty out of control. He's working these tough overnight shifts, rotating ones, at the gas and sip. And this place, it's high risk. Apparently he got held up 4 times since he started working there.
Wow, yeah, that's intense. And you see his coping mechanisms shift, don't you? It's not baseboards anymore. Now it's comfort food, quick fixes.
Totally. The sources mentioned Dr. Jones' red cream soda, Gritty Bunch cheese balls, classic, easy, working class comfort snacks. Very relatable in that context.
And then there's Jane, his friend. She adds this whole other layer.
Right. She's the philosophical one, always telling him things like, this planet is so much bigger than any one person. Trying to get perspective, I guess. But she was also incredibly hard to pin down.
Yeah, very unavailable. He'd ask what she was up to, and she'd just give these vague lines like, what was it? I am not going to give you a play-by-play.
Of every detail of my personal life. Yeah. Maddening for him, I bet.
It creates this real contrast, doesn't it? Brian's stuck in the immediate, the practical, the gas and sip reality. Jane's floating in ideas, the greater good.
And that sets us up perfectly for when things get really strange, this corked secrecy angle.
Ah, yes, the man in black. Okay, so picture this. Brian's at work, probably exhausted. This middle-aged guy, all in black, pulls up in a black R2X car.
Knows Brian's name, just reads it off his tag, apparently. Super creepy. And he lures Brian out to the car, says he has a secret business proposal.
Very cloak and dagger. And the proposal, it's about pretzels.
Mr. Hertzey's green chili pretzels. But the secret, well, it's pretty out there. The sources say the key ingredient, the one he cannot share, is sheep blood for marinating. Gives it the salty kick, apparently.
It's bizarre, and the sources really use this to critique the CEO, Dennis Hertzey. Sales are down, millennials want healthier stuff, and instead of changing the product, this, a grotesque novelty.
It's like a metaphor for digging your heels in, refusing to adapt. So Brian gets these strict rules. Keep the secret. Only sell 1 bag per customer. Has to be a worthy customer, whatever that means, for $1.49.
And a heavy warning. Dire consequences if he fails or breaks the rules. Control, again. Trying to manage a clearly dangerous product.
But Brian's already stressed. Insomniac. He breaks the rule almost immediately, eats a second bag himself.
And the consequences are immediate and physical. The sources describe his ears changing first, becoming like soft, foldable sheep's ears, then his foot transforms into a hoof.
It's graphic, but maybe the point is the breakdown, right? The violation of that forced secrecy has instant severe repercussions, both physical and, you'd assume, mental.
Exactly, and this ties back to Jane's mysteriousness, why she was so unavailable.
Turns out her philosophical escape was actually a job, a secret one. She was a lab assistant at the Mr. Hertzey's pretzel factory right there in Tallahassee.
Under lock and key, basically. Strict no cell phone policy, sworn to secrecy, the whole green chili pretzel project.
So she was part of this whole mess without Brian knowing.
Here's the final twist. The man in black. That was the CEO, Dennis Hertzey himself. And the factory apparently had this weird ritual because sales were bad sacrificing a sheep before product launches. Superstitious, desperate stuff.
Okay, wait, so Hertzey, the CEO.
He also ate a second bag of his own pretzels. And because maybe he was the originator, or who knows, the source says he fully transformed into a sheep.
No way. The CEO turned into a sheep.
Literally became the sacrifice for his own bad product idea. It's darkly funny, in a way. And Jane, knowing only about the ritual sacrifice, finds this sheep.
Oh no. She finds the CEO sheep and thinks it's just the next animal for the ritual.
Exactly. She starts prepping him. It's grim. Brian, luckily, only got the partial transformation because he only ate 1 extra bag.
Wow, okay. So pulling back from the sheep transformations for a second.
Yeah, looking at the bigger picture here, it really makes you ask, what happens when companies refuse to adapt? When they double down on novelty and secrecy instead of, say, listening to the market, what's the real cost when side effects are completely unknown, completely hidden?
Right, so maybe the takeaway for you listening is this. Next time you grab a snack at a convenience store, or maybe you find yourself cleaning baseboards at 3 a.m., just think about Brian. Think about what secrets might be hiding just under the surface. It might not be sheep blood, but maybe it's the hidden cost of secrets, or just the pressure of the modern grind. Something to chew on, maybe? Definitely not the pretzels, though.